the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And at quarterback, a longtime signal caller in the National Football League, former Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco.
And what a marvel Joe Flacco is. Continues to be a reliable quarterback into his 40s. And we say it all the time. He came off of his couch and made a team better. Guess what? He's doing it again. And now has a chance to not only be good on the field, but also be one of the great mentors in a quarterback room.
19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Flacco throwing quickly out wide. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 5. Flacco off play action. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line.
And the Browns first down.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping it for a loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He finds his man complete. That's Ford. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things, getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, but really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. He didn't expect this year to be any different.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Browns.
Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as the tackle made down at the 33. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Here's Hurts. This is Smith to the ground. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard. Again, it's Barkley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Smith. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They will start this drive with Ford. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up second down at the 4-yard line.
Now Flacco. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 2 yards on the pickup there. Third and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Flacco. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a first and 10.
180.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one goes on wide for Barkley. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Saquon Barkley. A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the Browns' 44-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throw right side complete to Dotson. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Seven yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Now back to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
It's another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
For the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. For the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Brings up second down at the 40-yard line.
Here's Flacco. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Well, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Jalen Hurts bringing the Eagles out for their next drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
That's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They run with 4. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Setting up to throw, Flacco. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-to-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down up near the 40-yard line.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
2nd down at their 48-yard line.
Again, he'll drop the throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a 2nd and 6. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. 58-yard attempt.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this is going to remain a 1-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Play action. Flacco. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down, Cleveland.
And they'll bring Judy in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. And it's 2nd down. Passing play, Flacco. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. This is Ford. Now he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Judkins. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder.
A 20-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
They go play action here on first down. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down. I'm going to be a gain of 21 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A run on first down with Shipley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Once again, it's Shipley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
At the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. McCord. Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's second and inches at the Browns' 13-yard line.
Straight ahead, Shipley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Shipley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's got a man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Trying to hammer it in with Judkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshon Judkins punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it will stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2. Right? So field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. McCord. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now they show jet sweep it instead, or run up the middle here. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Operating from the gun, McCord. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. McCord. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense here. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You force the fumble, But when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Ready at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Throwing to start the drive. McCord. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Joe Tryon Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
At the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. McCord. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. McCord. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Across midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. They'll give it to Shipley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Now Shipley again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
On 3rd down, they'll drop to throw. It's caught. Smith. And this will not get close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the 26. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter. And that... Now following field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. On the handoff, it's Shipley. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the